can see, anyone that has arms that are 12 inches. This will go out today as well, so another happy customer for Gymshark. Post ready to go, just seed stuff. My laptop, computer. Push my son, got some more coming in. It's the stock room, so a little bit of packaging here. More packaging there. So yeah, this is the headquarters for Gymshark. There it is, and bodybuilding clothing. Number 3. Just so the new Gymshark labels in, so you've got the Gymshark fitness logo on the screen there. As you can see, you've got the official Gymshark logo, the official Gymshark hang tag, which is very nice. You've got the quality string, official Gymshark merchandise. It's an all-round wonderful product there, all-round wonderful product. I do the string list first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. But that's the car's actually packaged, and as you can see, I can't actually move my chair back anymore. This one is just, the whole car basically is just absolutely grand. Incredible speed of production. This is Ben Francis, handmade. Look at the thickness of the ink pads. Look at the thickness of the ink. Yeah, it's looking good, nice and shiny. This section done. Yeah, looking at that here. Just got to do a bit of tutorial, I'll have to fold the t-shirt. Right out flat face down, pull one side over, pull the other side over, and then simply fold it over twice more. Like that, and then you've got a perfectly folded t-shirt. Another happy Gymshark customer. Thought I'd look around, you've got the back door in it, got all the racking here. We'll have more soon. So just moving it, printing off the design, but there, so the first one went wrong. I don't know what happened with the ink. I think it was speed ink everywhere. Fresh one's coming out now. Maxed out on the ink that's put out, looking good so far. Perfect. Just this is the area where we've got some more carpet down here. Desk here, here in the corner, all that. Just got stock on the floor at the moment. Packaging, all these need to go out today. It's only one bag for postage. But put them in as well. We normally take about 4 a day, I think. The racking on here. Just load of stock. Things like that. I think we've got like 2,000 resting coming in here. Got the office chair ready. Racking that we need to take there. This is the printing machine. Some old prints on there. So here's the dryer. Scrap. Basically, desk over there. A few things here. Racking on the other side. But we've got the racking up quite high. Really, really high. So we're going to double up that racking. So yeah, sit really. So you've got the stringers for medium large accessories on the bottom. So I've actually invented the short dispenser. Small, medium, and well, it's going to be large. All you have to do is just pull out the short dispenser. Easy. Doesn't take up any room. Simple, quick, effective. So at least we'll start with getting an order. As you can see, we're packing up the unit as we're actually moving somewhere else.
So we've now been in the new GSHQ for, I think, almost 3 months. It's absolutely awesome. Everyone is now finally settled in. Still think it's amazing. Like, I'm still buzzing every time I come to work in the morning. But I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for me to now give you guys a tour around the HQ, let you know how it's going, and basically give you an update on what it's like in the new GSHQ. So we're currently sat in the entrance, the reception of GSHQ. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's like a ton of natural light coming through the floor to ceiling windows on the front. So we will begin upstairs. Upstairs we've got finance, HR, sort of like legal, exec board, customer experience, trading and IT. So more of the, I guess, functional part of the business, so less of the, you know, the product brand creative stuff, more of the, I guess, the quantitative side of the business. So yeah, let's head up. So we've just come through the doors upstairs into sort of like the entryway of the upstairs part of the headquarters. It's designed to almost have an explosion from this point. As you can see, it's a super open, collaborative work area, so you can just sort of chill the sofas. You know, you've got high levels of work and low levels of work, and it's just sort of a totally adaptable space where we want people to get together from different departments across the business and just work together collaboratively. I don't wanna go back home. I don't wanna go back alone. I don't wanna go back home. This is the customer support part of the business. This is where anytime any of you guys have got an issue with your order, you've got any questions to ask us, live chat, things like that, it's these guys that answer all of your questions. So this is, again, a really cool, open place to work. We want it to be super relaxed and just a nice place to be, essentially.
My name's Dan Parkin. I'm head of customer support at Gymshark. I've been here for 4.5 years. Our function is to speak to the customers day in, day out, primarily through email, social media and live chat.
Behind me in this part of the office we've got operations, IT, buying, trading, a lot of the commercial functions of the business. So when things are selling out too quickly online, there's a lot of these guys, the guys that are working on fixing that issue, which is one of the biggest problems we've got at the moment with the insane growth that we're experiencing.
Hi, my name's Seb and I'm the IT director here at Gymshark. I oversee our website, our internal infrastructure and all our internal systems. We've also got an exciting new project on its way, which will be announced towards the end of this year. A lot of work and development's gone into it, so can't wait for you guys to see that.
My name is Clémentine. I work in the sponsorship team and I handle the French market, so all the French athlete, academy and everything. And right now we are working on the birthday campaign, launching on the 2nd, so seeing what's going to go on sale, how we're going to communicate about it and like brief our athletes, so to make sure that the message goes out very clearly.
So over here we've got the HR or people part of the business, we've got customer insights who are working with a lot of the data that we have, and then we've got legal and we've got like exec board, so the boardroom and things like that. As you can see around the office we've got a bunch of different meeting spaces, so Perrins, who heads up our like finance and IT part of the business, he wanted a meeting room like this where you've got these cool little things, so I guess it just keeps you switched on in a sense because you know you can actually fall off it. In the people, I guess, part of the business, you've got napping pods, we've got our training area, so there's so many people that are joining the business on a regular basis at the moment that we do a lot of onboarding. This is our training room, and this is where all the new people that are joining the business are onboarded. I think they'll spend about a day and a half, 2 days, just understanding how the business works and what goes on. So that is in this room here, which is currently in use. We've got our barbers in here, do treatments as well. So nails, hair, massage, things like that, all here, all on site. So through here, this is Aston, again part of Birmingham. All our meeting rooms are named after different areas in Birmingham. And Aston, I support Aston Villa and I went to Aston University, so I thought, you know, Aston as a boardroom name would be perfect. So this is where we do a lot of like our, I guess, director meetings, board meetings, and we've gone for a massive custom like poured concrete table. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's totally unique. We wanted like a very angular design, so it's not just a normal rectangle. It's thinner on this side and wider on that side. Yeah, absolutely love this room. It's gorgeous, and this is where we make a lot of the big decisions. We're now in the product area in GSHQ, and this is probably one of the places where I spend most of my time. So this is our product boardroom where we'll do a lot of larger meetings, we'll do fits, we'll meet with suppliers, which is currently going on inside, so we'll poke our heads in. Hello. I guess we can't film this. So yeah, we've got a product meeting going on in there now. Come through here, and this is where a lot of the design goes on, garment tech, so the people that are working with materials and the fits, it all happens right here. Bunch of samples in here, so as things are coming in, the samples will go on the rails here, we'll check them out, we'll fit them, we'll make sure that they're how we wanted them to be, we'll make comments and we'll send them back. So we'll have a lot of like future designs coming on. We've just signed off the designs for spring summer 2019, so again we're starting to get further ahead in our product design. So this area is where a lot of the garment techs will be. So we've got a library of materials that's a little bit of a mess at the moment and needs a tidy up. This is where we'll decide on our colours and things like that. So as you can see, we've got all of our Pantone books. So this is where we will create a colour palette for the season. The guys were picking out the autumn winter 19 colour palettes yesterday. So I think that will give you an idea of how far in advance we can work on some of these things. Coming through here, which is one of my personal favourite parts of the office, is the product bar. So dedication to some of the first ever product. We've got one of the first hand-printed and hand-sewed t-shirts here. The Lux tracksuit hoodie, which a lot of you guys will know about. A signed Nikki leaflet from her first ever collab that she did. One of the first new logo products here. The Volt Seamless t-shirt, also one of the first seamless products we've done. I think seamless for us has become very much like, something that we're very well known for with the seamless leggings, the Flex, a lot of the seamless t-shirt that we've done for men, the Onyx leggings and tops. Seamless has become a massive, massive part of our business. Over here, one of the original screens, so this is one of the first screens that we actually used to screen print some of the first ever product. So this is now 6 years old, and I remember spending hours and months and years working on screen printing products. So that has a very special place in mine, I think everyone's hearts that are here. When we was a much smaller business and we were screen printing was super messy and it was hard work for us, and we wanted a heat press like this. So this was actually something that was like a dream of mine to have. So as soon as we got this new HQ and we had the space, got this and absolutely love using it. It means that we can test product and we can make one-off unique product. Yesterday the suppliers were in, they mentioned they wanted the We Live the City t-shirt for Birmingham, but we didn't have any left, so we thought we'd do something a bit special for them and unique, and we made them a We Live the City Xiamen t-shirt, which I've also got one on now. So we're now going to go and give it to the guys that are over from China, so hopefully they'll like them. Because they did ask for a Lift the City Birmingham t-shirt, but obviously they sold out of the store, so I thought we'd put this together for them.
Roger van Zoe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good. Give me 5, come on. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you.
So behind me is the brand marketing and creative part of the business. We've got everything that goes on here, where it was sponsorship, which has recently moved upstairs because the company's grown so fast and we've got so many people joining. In here we've got marketing, so that includes things like online advertisements, things that you might see on social media as well. We've got the organic social side of things, so running Instagram, Musical.ly, Facebook, YouTube, things like that, all that happens here. This area here is specifically dedicated to videographers, so all the videographers will be in here. This is where all the footage that we work on is edited, and a lot of graphic design, a lot of the motion graphics that we do is done here as well. We come through here. So currently this is where also athlete samples come in, so obviously a lot of the guys that are a part of the Gymshark team will wear the product early. Rather than going out to our warehouse, it will come straight into GSHQ, it will go into these pigeonholes, and then it will be sent out to the guys early so that they can take a look at the product, give us some feedback ahead of the launches. Walking out of the brand and marketing section now, we've got this little section which isn't complete yet, but this is going to be like a VR section, so if anyone's seen Ready Player One, that's the aspiration for this cool little place. Want it to be a proper high-tech VR place, so we can, you know, not only have a bit of fun on it, but understand how that's going to work. So I think that's going to be really cool in the future. So right here we have our cinema area, so this is where we'll, you know, put things on. The World Cup's on at the moment, so we're playing a lot of the games. We do all of our company-wide presentations here, so this opens out into a huge area. Everyone can sit here and stand here. And then speaking of communication, the crown jewel of the HQ in terms of communication is Refuel. It is absolutely brilliant. It's the best food I've ever had. All macro-friendly things, you know, we've got everything: sushi, salads, chicken, beef, you know, vegetarian options, everything you can imagine. It's absolutely awesome. The guys have done an incredible job on this place. And the one thing that I really like about it, which was brief from the very start, is again, with so many people joining the business, it is like imperative that we're constantly chatting to each other and understanding, you know, what everyone does. Ideas, the best ideas must win. That's one thing that we always say at Gymshark, and there's no better place to communicate than when you're having food. You know, we say if you eat together, you stick together, family eat together. You generally find yourself sitting next to someone different every day when you're having food, breakfast, lunch or dinner. So yeah, that's really important. You find yourself just chatting to new people as they're joining the business. I love chatting to all the new people that are joining the business or visitors on the day. Another lovely part of the office is this outside garden area that we've got. And what we've got is we've got the custom Gymshark shark head made out of solid concrete into the garden, so you can sit on it, chill on it, and then when you've got your drone from above, you can see the Gymshark head. Birmingham Airport's not far from here, so as people are flying in, you can see the logo as well, so that's really, really cool. And it's just a super nice place to be, especially times like this in the summer. We open up all the bifold doors, it really brings the outside in, and the floor continues from the inside to the outside as well, so again, it's a really sort of nice bringing the outside in environment. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's a super fast tour of GSHQ. Now we're finally settled in. It's really working well for us, and it's, you know, revolutionising the business in a way that even I thought would never happen. So that's great. So hopefully you guys will start to see that with some incredible product and things that we'll be pushing out on the front end soon. Comment down below if you were interested in doing a tour of this place, because we are opening up to more tours now. We're all in and settled in. We're possibly going to be doing competitions and things like that in the future as well, so that if you do want a tour, then again we'll be able to offer that out to you guys. Also, which I'm really, really excited about, which is also one of the reasons why I'm doing this tour, is we've just recently signed on a new office. That's not going to be in the UK, that is going to be international. I can't announce exactly where it is yet, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. Paul has flown out with Sean right now, and they're doing the designs for it, because obviously we want it to match this place and look, you know, as good as this place. Yeah, really excited for that, so I will be announcing that soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be doing a lot more video content, so I was considering doing a Q&A if you guys were interested in that. So if you have got any questions for me that you want me to talk through, if you want me to answer, whether it's, you know, front-end Gymshark related, whether it's back-end, whether it's business related, whatever you guys want, ask me a question. I'm really looking forward to talking you guys through it and answering your questions. So yeah, make sure you comment your questions down below, and I will see you again soon.